The Maestro.
Dirty.
Shots!
Why?
This is good. Let it go.
How about you hold it?
There's a lady in the waiting.
Hello and welcome to my dirty shorts. Whew. What a tournament. What a tournament. It was really, really awesome tournament. Hope you guys were able to catch most of it. And thank you all for checking in as you always do, always making it just so much fun to call the games. I tell you what, I saw something today that I didn't see. You know how Maestro's going to call himself out, right? So let's talk about the championship teams because I'm going to come back to something later. Bay Area was able to take the tournament with a 78-73 win over the Scorches. Both teams split pool play 1-1 and showed up in the semifinals in a big way. Really consistent game across it. We talked about how much the games were inconsistent earlier. Give you guys a little quick talk about possession, right? So I have one team who had a 7-point fourth quarter, managed to win the game even though the game was close. That was Rocky Mount. Had another team have a 8-point second quarter, lost the game by 10. Had another team that had a 3-point fourth quarter, won by 1. We can do this all day. What am I trying to say? When I say every possession matters, that's what Maestro is talking about for you. I'm trying to let you know that those few points that you scored there, imagine scoring 2 or 3 buckets and what that would mean for you later in the game. Rarely do you get single-digit quarters that turn out into a win, which shows you how big. And by the way, the 3-point fourth quarter was when the reigning Trays took Best Coast in their first game of the day. It shows you how much they were winning the game by. So if you look at the numbers, just rough, because you know how Maestro do it. I don't care about the numbers. I care how we get the numbers, boo. So when you look at a score and you say, oh, wow, 64-51, wow, they must have really, no, it was a bigger blowout than you think because you have that going for you. But a lot of performers showed up here today, which was really awesome to see, and who showed up all day, every day. Ding Peck showed up for Rocky Mountain. He finally got in his groove, was able to do what he was able to do. That was good to see. Orly Cortez, same thing. He was trying to be there for Best Coast as best he could. Just as a team, they did not perform the way they needed to do, and it showed. It showed. I tell you, these tournaments will expose you very quickly on the good side as well as on the not so good side. The ultimate workaround, though, and I'm just going to say it outright. Watching what the Scorchers in Bay Area did. What did I say for the Scorchers? My call for the Scorchers was they needed to bring their D's and their threes. They brought their threes, but they abandoned them toward the end of the game, and then that's how Bay Area was able to come back in that thrilling fourth quarter to take the game. But they had the D all day, and who showed up for them all day? Daniel Irvin, DJ Amir, and the triple towers of Holbrook, Wells, and Guerrero. I love watching those bigs work, and all three of them can pass. All three of them can move with the ball. All three of them can move on the ball. I just can't even say how great that is to see, and how if that's going to be the future of the bigs games, not just in prep but in general, I am here for it. You guys got it done. However, on the other side, what did you run into? You ran into the very team that I said for the barrier breakers needed to make sure that they shot a good field goal percentage. They need to shoot a good 3 percentage, and they need to make sure that all that turned into scoring. But what was missing for Bay Area before was their defense. But guess what? They brought the D today. Boom. What do you get? A tournament win. The work of Jeekley. He performed all day, performed strong, going up against 3 really good bigs. He was able to sort of find his game, but he found his game all day. I really believe that he's now turned a corner that's going to make him even more impactful. I'm not going to be surprised if the committee moves his rankings up, because he's definitely, in my opinion, he's definitely earned it. They don't listen to Maestro, but in my opinion, he's definitely earned it. And also on the other side, Jay Midoriya just showed you why he's one of the most effective players not just in SimWorld Prep, but period. The fact that he was able to commit and perform at a level where you weren't even saying his name until you said his name. And when you said his name, you were saying his name because Jay was really getting it done effectively all across the table, scoring, passing, assists, rebounds, blocks, steals. He just made sure that it happened. It was really cool to see because that is his game. I expect him to be all over the place. It's like he's the sort of player that even without being visible, he's visible. Really good game by him. A few other players here throughout the day that actually performed really well. Going back to Bay Area, Shane Jackson, a really good game earlier today in their very first win against Showtime. Showed them what was going on. Showed how deep that Bay Area team is. It when you have a team that deep and everybody starts to perform, and then you have one player like Lee who just starts to step out, and then everybody else starts to show up or selectively shows up. It's hard to overcome that. And the Scorchers did very well, by the way, all day. They stayed in the game completely. It was just those last few minutes, I believe, when their threes abandoned them, their three-game abandoned them, and it put them in a position of just not quite being there, not quite being where they needed to be. Super awesome tournament. I love how this is growing. I love how this is showing. You know what's up. Holla at your boy. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you think. Let me know how you want to think about it. We can talk about more of this tournament and more this week as we lead into our tournament next week. A lot of changes coming to SimWorld Prep, how we're going to broadcast the games, how we're going to announce the games, the more prep media, more work. Maestro is going to be able to do more focus for you guys in terms of being able to sort of call out some of the individual games. Yes, I'm looking at the recruits a lot too right now, but no, don't worry. I'm also looking at you. You're going to start seeing more individual performances being talked about here in the prep world because you guys honor us for what you do, and we want to honor you by showing you that we recognize it nonstop all day. That's what's up. You know, my man Yells, man, he bounced on me, bro. We were supposed to do some chicken and waffles and hit the beach. My man, he's always working, man. He's always got that hustle on, so he left me out. So you know what? It's cool. It's cool. So if you want to come hang out with Maestro, you guys come on, go and hit me up. We're going to make something happen, have some fun here. Just playing, Yells my dude. That being said, everybody, you know the rules. And for the super long, dirty short, that's not short. Never let Jason Bourne borrow your car.
Oh, wait, you want me to read?
Thank you again for checking out the Maestro's Dirty
Shorts.
Is it last call? Oh. Have you seen my glasses?
Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind.
The Maestro. Dirty.
Shorts!